Splatoon 3 has been a great time so far. Even though the game is still new and has yet to reach the same amount of content as the previous games, I still consider it the best in the series because of how much it's done right. It introduced so many great quality of life features and new fun additions that make it way more enjoyable than 1 and 2 for me. One of my favorite things about Splatoon 3 is the massive improvement of the design of the special weapons. For a bit of a crash course, most of Splatoon 1's specials were decently fun to use, but some didn't have great counterplay and as a result made it not very fun for whoever was fighting the special and not all that satisfying for the person using it. Things got worse in Splatoon 2. Most of the specials here are focused on displacement and coordination and were really not that fun to use, and definitely very unfun to play against. To add insult to injury, players were able to spam them. A lot. This was definitely the bottom of the barrel for special design. Out of Splatoon 2's 11 specials, or 16 if you separate the bomb launchers, there were really only 3 that I personally enjoyed using. But Splatoon 3 fixed all of that. The majority of the special weapons in this game are addicting to use and have a good amount of counterplay. Their design is just a breath of fresh air compared to what we got in 1 and 2. The only outlier is Tenna missiles. They did nerf it so it can't be spammed as much, but I still don't get why they returned since Killer Whale 5.1 does pretty much the same thing but less annoying. However, there is one special that Splatoon 3 introduced that I feel has gotten the same level of hate as the worst specials in Splatoon 2, and that is the Crab Tank. Let's just start with how this special works. Crab Tank is a mech that has a standard firing mode in which the fire rate increases after a second, a cannon shot that's similar to the Explosher, and a ball form that can let you roll around slowly, climb walls, heal you, and even prevent you from taking damage. It lasts 8 seconds without abilities and has 500 HP, so it can be broken if shot enough, and if the user is not in ball form, they can be shot out of the special from all sides. It also has a slow turning speed when not in ball form, so you'll have to go into ball form if you want to turn quicker. The special has a lot of versatility and counterplay. I think it's very fun to use and is ultimately one of my favorite specials right now. But why is it so hated? The main problem with Crab Tank right now is that its stats are just a bit overtuned. It has a lot of range and its 8-second duration can feel like a long time. And sometimes it can be hard to get close enough to the crab to take it down. And some of the map designs don't really help with that. Currently the special is on 4 weapons: the Splash-O-Matic, Splattershot Pro, Splat Dualies, and L3 Nozzle Nose. The Splash-O-Matic has always been one of the best, if not the best main weapon in any of the 3 games with its perfect shot accuracy. It was also paired with Burst Bomb for insane combo potential. With this kit and its current stats, Splash has become so strong in the meta to the point where some competitive teams have run 2 or even 3 of them. The sheer abundance of splashes we've seen lately has caused a pretty big uproar within the community and the competitive scene. A lot of Splash mains have been judged or even made fun of for playing the weapon, and I've even seen people call Crab just as bad, if not worse, than the worst specials in Splatoon 2, like Missiles, Ink Armor, and Stingray. First of all, I really don't think it's fair to compare Crab to Splatoon 2's specials. Those specials had little to no counterplay and really suppressed weapon diversity, like how Missiles and Ray caused backline and other slow weapons to move around a lot, and how Armor was just a nightmare for slow killing weapons. Crab may be powerful, but it has way more ways to counter it, and I don't think it suppresses the meta on nearly the same scale as 2. Also, there may be teams running 3 splashes, but let's not forget that Splatoon 2 had a triple tri-slosher meta at the start of its life. The start of Splatoon 1 was also pretty abysmal, but it was a brand new IP, so people didn't really notice until much later. Either way, we have updates going for 2 years, so I'm sure things will improve as time goes on. Second, people really need to stop being so judgmental of people who main weapons with Crab. I understand why people dislike the special right now, but that doesn't make it right to act this way to people who play those weapons. And you know, that goes for any weapon that just so happens to be in the meta. I suppose I should make a case for myself because Splash is in fact my favorite weapon in the game right now. And that's not because it's meta. I genuinely really enjoy playing this weapon, and have since Splatoon 1. I honestly didn't know it would end up being this good. Heck, I planned on maining Splash ever since Splatoon 3 was first announced, and my excitement to play the weapon only skyrocketed when it was shown in the Return of the Mammalians trailer with Burst Bomb and Zipcaster. I am a bit disappointed that they changed the special to Crab Tank because Splash with Zipcaster just looks so much fun. But I was also quite hyped for Crab Tank, so I'm not that upset about it. Again, I still love the weapon. Though I really hope that the Neo Splash-O-Matic gets Zipcaster and a good sub. Come on, Nintendo, you know you want to do it. Please, come on now. Anyway, I hope what I said somewhat puts a stop to people calling out crab users. If it's a joke, then fine, but if you're serious about it, please just reconsider and also acknowledge that crab users, such as myself, may just really like the special, which is perfectly fine. Heck, if you enjoyed Stingray, then I respect that, even though its design was atrocious. So, all that being said, I do agree that Splash and Crab need nerfs. Dualies are fine, L3 needs perfect accuracy in the air, and Pro just needs a lot of help. But it's just these two that need nerfs because of how strong they are right now. If I had to nerf Splash, first I would increase its points for special from 200p to 210p. I would also decrease its pain output by about 7%. This way we'll have to work a bit harder to get Crab. I know some people are going to say it should be 220p, but I think that's way too high for even just any weapon in the game. Plus it's not necessary with the paint nerf, and it doesn't spam Crab all that much anyway. I mean, look at missiles in Splatoon 2. Finally, I would increase its ink consumption by about 5% so that each shot consumes about 1.3% of the ink tank, just so it has a little more downtime. And as for Crab, I would decrease its duration from 8 to 7 seconds. Also, I would make it so the maximum special power-up effect would be 9 seconds. I would also decrease its range from 6.5 to 5 test range lines, and decrease its HP to 450, just so there's some more risk involved. And lastly, I would slightly increase the hitbox of the player while they're riding the special, just so they're easier to hit from the sides and the front. As a Splash-O-Matic and Crab tech enjoyer, I just thought I would share my thoughts on the whole situation with these two weapons and how I would adjust them. Any competitive game is bound to have something broken at some point in their life, and Splatoon is no different. I hope this video helps clear some things up, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree with the changes I would make. I'm not 100% sure on how some of the changes would actually turn out, but I just tried my best to nerf them so that they're not nearly as strong as they are now, but still really good. I do think these weapons deserve a place in the meta, so yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smack the like button, and if you're considering unsubscribing, be sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video, and if you want to support me even more, check out my other socials in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!